Hey guys, Cyndi Williams, the Wanderlust CEO here today. I have my good friend Kari from Remedy Travel Co. Kari, how are you feeling today? Hang on, I'm looking for my confetti over here. You just
Yay.
graduated Careers on Vacation. How does it feel?
It feels amazing.
Oh my gosh, you put so much work in, and before we hit record on the show, you guys, you don't understand how much work Kari put into her logo because the final edition was like, we went through a lot of versions, right? I just feel like it turned out so super cute. But let's start with tell me a little bit about where you were before taking Careers on Vacation and where you are now.
Before, I had nothing, travel-wise anyway. I do run home daycare, so I have been self-employed. I have that part, but had nothing and kind of dreamed about it, thought about it, but there really isn't much out there on how to get started. And like a lot of people, I was watching YouTube and there was Cyndi and more Cyndi and more Cyndi, and it
I
just
really
felt
love to
right.
talk about travel. I mean, we know this. This is not a surprise.
So do I, though. So it was like, this is my gal. So it felt right away. So and now I have a full business. So
That's so
very
exciting. In less
exciting.
than 12 weeks, you have your very own thing. What did you do before?
Currently, I still do. I still work full time while building this business, so it can be done.
Yeah.
I have a home daycare, so it's not even just a 40-hour work week. It's about a 51-hour work week.
Yeah. So 51-hour another job and still able to do this program. That's so great. First of all, kudos. I know the work that it takes because that's how I built my travel business too. I had a full time, we had our own small business that was not travel related. Same thing, 50, 60 hours a week, but just wanted to kind of get to that get to place. That's amazing. What do you feel like have been your biggest wins or celebrations since taking the program?
The first one would be just taking that leap and signing up. I was trying to be smart and savvy and take my time. I think I watched for a month of your videos, and I have to do this. I wake up thinking about it, going to sleep thinking about it. So I made the call and I talked with Trish, and right then I'm like, I know I want to do this, but it's an investment. You have to invest in yourself. But I live and breathe travel, so as my friends will tell you. And I thought about it for another month. I watched more of your videos and said, I really need to do this.
I love that. Well, and I think as an owner of another business, right? Doing you knew how many growing pains. Did you grow that? Did you grow your other business from scratch?
Yes.
Yeah, so
And I quit without any other employment. I like quit and then found clients. So,
yeah.
I mean, remember that was scary and you did it and look where you're at now. And like,
Yep.
you can do it with this too because you're passionate about this. So I just remind myself of that.
And it doesn't it feel
Working,
different comparing that other business to how then you set this one up in terms of like having that roadmap? Did that make a difference in terms of how fast you felt like you could progress?
um, I think it let me know where my end game could be. Like there's a lot of mentioning, like you've talked about when you start out, you'll grow and you'll get better at things. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I can relate that to my current business. Like I didn't feel perfect in the beginning, but you grow
Yes.
your confidence and you know what you're doing and you stand in that confidence and then that shows and you naturally attracts the clients that you want.
Well, and speaking of confidence, mindset is a huge pillar of our program, really teaching people how to think like a business owner, how to do this big thing from the perspective of acting with intention and with purposeful and in alignment and kind of doing all of these things you have to do to set up a business and learn a new skill. Let's not forget you have to learn how to be a travel agent during this process. Is That's why we have that mindset in this whole process. What did the mindset work do for you, either in your life or business, as you navigated through the program?
Brandon was amazing. Um, I do love affirmations and positive quotes. I think those are great to use. So that was something I easily jumped into. But there were times like maybe even a couple months ago, I was feeling like in a funk on a Friday night, kind of feeling overwhelmed. Like I really want to be in a different spot. And so I popped on one of our training videos that you get and you have those forever, which is amazing. And I watched Brandon and I was like, he's right. You're right where you need to be. If you're not there, it's not meant to be right now. Did you get
Yeah.
something done? Then you're moving forward. And I remembered that, went to bed. And that weekend, I got up and got so much accomplished for both businesses.
Good.
Sunday night, I was like, who is this girl? I got so much done. So, I mean, that mindset piece does wonders. So
It
I
really,
encourage
yeah,
you.
transformative because you have to do. I think everybody underestimates how difficult this business is, especially post COVID and the complications in the travel industry and understanding one, how to be a good travel agent, but then you have so much to set up if you're doing your processes and your systems and your automations and all the things that should be set up to really position you for scalable growth. It's a lot that you do, and we people ask us all the time, why does it take 12 weeks? And we're like, are you kidding? Like, most people would love to stay 24 weeks if they could, but it's a jam-packed 12 weeks. So I love that you brought that up because, in those moments of like, wow, there's so much I got to do, or I'm feeling this way, you have to have that little tool in your toolbox to either be able to access that video or to put yourself back in alignment with making progress. You made that shift, right? You did a pattern interrupt is what we call that. And then you got right back on track. And then, man, you were banging out those next 7, 8, 10 tasks that you had to do to kind of get you back on track. So kudos for using your tools in your toolbox and plugging into all of the mindset things that we offer in the program. And yes, Brandon is phenomenal. If you guys are not familiar with Brandon, he is a huge part of our mindset team and really our lead coach in mindset. So I love that. I love that so much. Walk me back to when you first found us. Now that hindsight is 2020 and you're like, should I do this thing? I'm going to watch it for a month. I'm going to watch it for another month, watch it for another month. That's where a lot of people watching this video right now are. They're like, is this the thing for me? So now that you know what's inside the program, what's behind the curtain, what people can't see, what would you want them to know about the experience of going through our program, even though they might be sitting on that fence right now?
If you find yourself always thinking about travel and not just like yourself going on travel, but you want to tell people about travel, help them travel. And I really recommend listening to your YouTube videos and seeing if that's a fit. And if so, do that discovery call. There are things like in the beginning, you don't know how much you're actually like, you can hear this is what you're going to get in the program. When you're in there, you're like, wow, okay, this is really great. Your weekly Zoom calls where you have your questions. And I was one that couldn't join those Zoom calls live. And so I'd asked about that, but they're recorded and you get them and then you have them forever. Which I'm one of those. I like to have that to go back to. And you can ask your questions ahead of time. So they'll be answered in the call. And I never felt I was missing anything. And I loved listening to those, put them up on my big TV, and would kick back on a weekend and watch those and take notes. There's so much that you get in the groups. I was a little sad
Yes.
to leave the COV group to go to graduates because
It's
it
always
does.
hard. It's all like, oh.
I was online when the switch happened. I was like, oh.
What date
But
is that again? Yes, I know.
yeah, you recognize the same people that have been going through the process with you, and it's your family. Like I have my
Yes.
host group, and I have this group, and that's like my colleagues, and this is my family. It's my travel
Yes.
family. So I know how we were all trained. I know what we know. So it very quickly, I was still very happy, and you're in that forever. Like there's so many pieces that you get forever with this. You don't get a packet and be like, here you go, have fun. No, it's always there, and updates that you do. That's always in the modules. You always have that. So
Yeah,
this is
and
a
that's
lifelong thing.
Kari, that's so funny you bring that up because we do what Kari's talking about is our mem site. So you get an active period where you get to work in person with our instructor led type training, also our live calls and the program. Though all of the pieces, stuff gets updated so quickly. And Kari went through at a time where Facebook Meta came out. We're doing all these updates on Instagram. TikTok changed their algorithm. Like all of these things happen. But because we on our payroll have this huge team of people who are the best at what they do in all of those areas, we literally update our curriculum ongoing. So even someone who took my program, like if you go back to social media 5 years ago, it is a totally different landscape. And if I was just sitting on a program from 5 years ago, it would be irrelevant. But Kari knows that Cyndi's got her back, the team's got her back, and we have things like our social media best practices guide that she can go and get how to optimize all these pieces and those top 10 things to do every single year. And as we update things, we let our grad community know, like we switched, we added so many cool new tools. Why Kari was in the program for our marketing planning process, some e-planning tools to help you guys plan your marketing. So we did a big rollout while you were in the program when we did the switch over, and also to our grad group to say, here's what's changed. Here's the only 3 things you need to know. Go download this new thing. You're done. Boom. And that's a powerful part of our program, because it is that lifetime access. For as long as I'm running this program, you guys will have access. And as we update stuff, and the program, let's be honest, keeps getting bigger and bigger, right? We keep adding more and more things to kind of help you guys with all the tools and things like that, which is great. Kari, last question. Would you recommend Careers on Vacation to others, and why?
Absolutely. I challenge anybody to go and search and find something that you'll get of this equivalent. You can see, like in every one of your videos, the professionalism and your true passion for helping everybody. And also with this program, your goal is to help people scale their business. So right now I'm starting to get out and grow my business, but if I want to get bigger, maybe I want to have agents. I know that that's there for me as well. So the growth is with this program as well. And you have this team forever with you. So I would challenge anybody to find something that would be as phenomenal as this program, and it's worth it. It's an investment, but that also pushes you to, follow through with that.
Do the work, yes.
Do the work and go after your dreams, because it takes the hard work to get there. So.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. And I want to remind you guys, if you want to learn more about the program, you can go visit us at careersonvacation.com. This is the 12-week mastermind that we are talking about, and where you have seen all of our phenomenal case studies. You get our online mem site. This is a snapshot of what it looks like inside the program. But the real secret sauce is you get to work with my amazing team. These are industry leaders and the best experts at what they do. These are the folks that are helping you get your program, get your travel business launched, supersized, all of those good things. And we have the most video reviews of any program in the industry. And Kari, I think you're like number 177 or 78. We're going to hit 200 this year for sure. Super excited about that. So again, I want to say congratulations for sharing your story. I want to remind everyone real quick, you can visit us at, one moment, let me find it. I forgot to put the link up. careersonvacation.com/ready now is where you can do that discovery call that Kari was talking about. I'll put that link down below too, so you guys have a copy of that. But Kari, I want to tell you congratulations. I'm so excited for you. I'm cheering for you as you grow your business in the years to come. And you're not going too far. You'll be over in the grad group. But thank you so much for sharing your story today.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
She's calling me, like the rainbow. She's calling me, like the rainbow.
Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.
She's calling me.